morning, good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv, the world's first and only by donation video platform that allows you, that gives the opportunity for Western men to meet Slavic women and win the hearts of Ukrainian women. All right, so today's topic is. Sexual attraction, is it important for Ukrainian? Is it important for Ukrainian ladies? All right, let me show you the video and we'll go from there.
They think women don't care about attraction. This is the fundamental mistake men make. They think women don't need to be attracted, and we do. I'm not saying you need to be super handsome, but we have to be attracted to you, whatever that is. Some women are attracted to dad bods, some women are attracted to short men, some women are attracted to any race, any color, any size. But they have to have attraction for her to respect you and have a fear of losing you. Without this attraction, she has no fear of losing you. Zero. Attraction is fundamental for women.
Well, I do agree with her. Attraction is definitely a key to a healthy relationship. But again, you guys don't think that Ukrainian women only care about looks. Obviously not, because most of them are with Ukrainian and Slavic men, and I don't find them good looking. So that's not the case. Me, for example, I am sapio. I'm a cross between the sapiosexual and demisexual. The sapiosexual is somebody who is attracted to the intelligence, and demisexuals are people that that are only attracted to people once they establish the emotional connection. So for me, it's both. I could not be with a stupid man. And looks to me, honestly, don't. I mean, of course, yes. Like, you have to understand that if the woman is physically not attracted to you at all, it's not happening. It doesn't matter if she's from Ukraine, from the West, from the moon. Okay, it's hi Anne and hi Bill, hi broadcast Dave. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Jason. I see you here, being patient and quiet, watching me. I'll have you join me in just a moment. Let me just not lose my train of thought. Yeah, basically, I know. Like I said, I don't find Slavic men good looking, and I don't know, most Ukrainian women agree with me on that. That's why they're more attracted to Western men. And like Joe's in the video, that Joe says that you have to do your sexual market value, and you'll see the difference, And I've said that before. When I was growing up, my grandma told me that, a man should be just a little bit better than an ape. Okay, the gorilla, because that's, for some reason, she likes gorillas. But anyway, so it's true, and to me, I've had a boyfriend that was a fitness model and, like personal trainer and this and that. Like, he was good looking, but at the same time, we really didn't have much in common. Like, it was just mostly infatuation to me, but it was to me. And I know all the women that I know from Ukraine, and like even Slavic women that I've met, and I see the men that they're with. They're not on the same, like, just look wise, they're not on the same level with their men. Okay, and that's that. Like I said, looks, the beauty and the perfection is in the eyes of the beholder. And Ukrainian women, we appreciate a good man when we see one. Okay, so what, he's not whatever, like Robert De Niro. I find Robert De Niro good looking. So, but that's, because in the end, I keep saying that to all of you gentlemen, that once you find a good woman, she will look past your looks. And because in the end, what you have, because everybody gets old, and titties hit the stomach, and I mean, and then places dry up, and then the same goes to men. You can, after a certain time, you can't even get it, your member working. So in the end, it's about the companionship. It's about love, it's about care. It's not about the looks or the money. Because again, I keep saying the money money comes and goes. You can one day you can be broke all your life and then buy a lottery ticket, boom, you're rich, right? Or you can have a lot of money, you make a bad investment, poof, it's gone. So and I see that in the Western society, a lot of marriages here are based on just financials and the looks. The man wants a younger woman that looks like a supermodel. He doesn't care what she's done in her life or what she's doing, or as long as she looks good, that he likes to have her around his arm. So everybody, all the other men are eyeing her and thinking, oh, he's so lucky, he's so lucky. Yeah, but you know what? Looks are nothing. Well, maybe not nothing, but aren't everything. Like I said, it takes one car accident and you're disfigured for life. You can be the most beautiful woman in the world, and then you just messed up for the rest of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it. So if you don't have a good personality, people that supposedly loved you and cared about you because you're so beautiful, they're just gonna stop caring about you, because if you're just a piece of garbage in life, and you can be the prettiest woman. And men that a high value man, and I'm not talking about finances again, like just forget about the finances. A high value man is a good man that is loyal, that respectful, that is caring, is a provider. And again, he doesn't have to have millions of dollars to provide. Ukrainian women, we learn to live within our needs because we come from very humble upbringings. I keep saying that most Ukrainians are poor. Okay, there's very little middle class, and then little upper class. That's about it. It's unless you're a gangster or politician, and you don't make it big. And middle class is mostly just like businessmen, like small businessmen stuff. So the rest of the people are poor. And for us, Ukrainian women, traditional Ukrainian woman, you will not buy her. She will not sell herself for the money. Period. If she doesn't like you, she doesn't care about you. If you don't treat her good, she's not gonna look at your money. Because I know from my own experience that I've seen men with a lot of money, but it doesn't matter, because if the person is a piece of garbage, it doesn't matter how much money he's got, because why would I want to be in the golden cage and being abused and you know talked down to or whatever? Because people, most men, they that have money, they have their own, like they have their standards, and if you're not up to those standards, they're not going to spend a dime on you, or they're not going to spend their time with you, because they already know what they want. And then having all this money, they probably can get it anywhere they want. So you know to me, money it's nothing, really. It's nothing. The most important thing to most Ukrainian women is to be healthy. If you go to Ukraine, you will never see like a 300 or even a 200-pound woman, unless she's freaking 7 feet tall. Those things just don't happen. So, no, my coffee's so good. I really needed it today. Anyway, let's see what you guys are. Oh, madam. The madam is doing good. Thank you. How are you? Okay, let's see. Then you are different. Most Ukrainian women want Ukrainian men, ugly or not. That, you know what? That's not true. That's not true. I know that most of my friends, they would love to be in the West. The only thing is, okay, so you have to understand also, when you have your life already built, okay, and you live in there for, I don't know, 20, 30 years, you live in Ukraine, you're just so used to it. When I first came here, it was such a culture shock for me. I was homesick for 6 or 7 months. I was in such depression. I wanted to drop everything. I wanted to get the hell out of here. I wanted to leave. I never wanted to come back here. I freaking hated it. Okay, I really hated it, every single minute of it. So it's the fear, of unknown. And so when women, like, they just, it's scary to move to a new place with a different language. You're leaving all your family behind, all your friends behind, your life behind. It's not easy. Okay. So, but more and more women these days, they're just like looking at their life in Ukraine and thinking, well, I'm this wonderful woman. I'm traditional, and I'm just being mistreated, and I don't get a break in this life. There's so many talented women. I met this one young lady not too long ago. She's an artist. She came here with her boyfriend. I don't know how they got out of there, because they're young, like they're in their 20s, like late 20s. And anyway, but she's so talented. She's an artist, and I mean, she's just wonderful. And in Ukraine, do you think she would get a break? Like, if she had an exhibition, like a part, exhibition. I think I missed it. I think it was on the 12th. I wanted to go, but kind of got out of my I forgot about it. Anyway, so many, talented and skilled women there, and really, they don't really get appreciated home. And again, don't take this out of context. Like, I'm just saying from what I have experienced, what I've seen, and I've seen a lot. Okay, I lived there for almost 18 years. And it hasn't really changed much. The only thing that has probably changed is that the the age of women, like, to get married went up. Because when I was there, if you're 18, it's like you're already lost cause. Or like over 18 and you're not married and you don't have a child, like, whoa, 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 no, 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 that's it, that she's done. Like, when we call them, me, old maiden. Okay, so it's like, okay, this 18 years old is too old now. So in that perspective, the cutoff, age hasn't increased to, I don't know, maybe 23 at this point, maybe 25. I'm not sure. I was talking to my brother, and he's 29, and he's dating this girl who's 21, and she's already pressing him on, like, getting married and stuff, and he's not ready for it yet. So, but yeah, so anyway, let's see what else is here. Okay. Hey, Zhenya, Dr. Sadya referred to attraction based on intellectual and emotional quality, not physical. I know that. That's why I mentioned. Well, she also mentioned that bod. So what are you talking about? Like, physical attraction has to be there. Like, come on, man. I know you're trying to be smart here, but anyway. How would anyone know before they have even met? You can't see that from the picture. Exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Like, no matter what, first impressions are very important. So yes, okay, but the man can be super intelligent, but if he looks like a Quasimodo, okay, chances of him finding true love is gonna decrease by a lot. Okay, it's just common sense. Okay, it's just basic common sense. The woman will not be serious about a man. She will not want to marry him or be with him if she's not attracted to him. And like I also said, that me personally, looks don't matter to a certain degree. Of course, yes, I could not date someone who is like 10 times bigger than me. That's just not gonna happen, no matter how nice of a person is or whatever. If he buys me a freaking palace, it's not happening. Okay, so first impressions, I tell man, please make sure you dressed well. You go on a date, okay? Don't wear just a t-shirt and some jeans, just don't. Especially with Eastern European women, we do care how men present themselves. Make sure your shoes are clean. They don't have to be, like Versace shoes. No, no, not that. Just make sure that you are clean, because personal hygiene is very important in Ukraine. Very, very, very. Okay, you'll never see a woman with greasy hair and just looking like just she just rolled out of bed going outside. You'll never see that. So personal hygiene, looks is important, and I'm not talking about your what God gave you, not your DNA. Okay, that's looks. You can't change that, other than maybe do the plastic surgery, whatever. But if first of all, if you're gonna do a plastic surgery, don't even go to a Ukrainian woman. That's gonna be just a no, right there and then. Telling you straight up, she will just turn you away. If your eyebrows are too manicured, if you're too much into your looks, it's a turn off. It's just okay. It's not just a turn off. I'm telling you, Ukrainian women like men that look like men, okay? Not pretty boys, none of that BS, okay? We don't like that. So you have to look like a man, you have to be presentable, you have to just clean clothes. You make sure that you iron your shirt, don't just pull it out of, the laundry basket and put it on. Make sure you smell good, make sure you brush your hair, just be presentable, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody wants to be with someone, especially a woman that takes care of herself. And that's what all Ukrainian women, they all take care of themselves. You will go to Ukraine, you will not see a fat woman, okay, unless she's already a grandma or a great grandma and she's lived a long life, and just the shrinkage, made her fat. That's But you have to, you can't just show up to a date looking like a slob, not really, not shaved or whatever, unless you have like a little scruffy face, but make sure it's nicely trimmed and everything, not just let it and just show up looking like a bum. It's she's gonna be like, ugh, okay, that's thank you, but no thank you. That's first impression is very important, and also like you have to come in confident. You can look the best, you can wear like the designer suit and shoes and this and that, but if you go in and with no confidence, it does not matter. If you reek of self-doubt, it's a no. I'm telling you, it's a no from the beginning till the end, and after that you'll never see her again, period. Okay, let's see. And what else you got to say? Mean if men and women attracted to each other based on intellectual and emotional qualities, the relationship will be sustainable and mitigate and any relationship skills. Well, yes, of course. That's why I'm saying that Ukrainian women, first things first. They look at you as well, yeah. Like I said, a little bit better looking than an ape. We're fine with it. Okay, it's just we know. We know it's not even about slim pickings. It's just we're just raised that way. Looks is not the most important thing in a man. Okay, and not even in a woman. Okay, looks are beneficial. Yes, of course, good looks are beneficial no matter where you go in the world. Looks can get you further in some places where others don't even dream of getting. Like an ugly person can be a model. Well, I actually disagree on that. A lot of supermodels are, ugh, I don't even know. But anyway, but my point is that like looks, it first impression looks it like confidence. Yes, to me, like I said, personally, I've dated a guy. Like I was engaged to someone who's he was a mixed martial artist, and like he he was really buff and everything, but he was a nice guy too. But like we were not on the same intellectual level, not even close. I gave it a try. I thought, you know, maybe I can look past it, but I couldn't. I couldn't. We were engaged to get married. We bought our license, marriage license, and I was just like, no, I just I can't do it because I like, yeah, for the time being, well, we were dating young, we were younger, and yeah, we're a good looking couple, but I thought about the future with him because we didn't really have much in common other than like looks and having fun, like I said, we had fun. He was a nice person, we did a lot of good nice things together, had fun. But at the same time, I was looking because he wanted to get married. I thought I that's what I wanted, but then I just actually started to rationalize, like, what can I spend the rest of my life with this person? Like, is it going to be a happy marriage? Like, because I if I get married, I only want to get married once and that's it. And if I get divorced, that's it. I'm done. Period. I'm freaking done. But yeah, I just really gave it a good thought, and I realized that no, we have nothing in common, and like we just don't. So I broke it off. I told him, I'm sorry, like, you're a great man and everything, but it's not gonna happen. I'm no, so I guess, so yes, looks, it's beneficial, but no, it's not the number one, not for Ukrainian women. Maybe in here, even here in the West, women want some an established man, that already has a great career, owns the property, has the car, blah 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 blah, but then they will maybe have this f boy on the side, the pretty one, okay, but they don't want to get married to those guys. So like, looks not that important. Okay, let's see what else. Potential. Okay, so the potential couple must meet and have conversation. Through the conversation, which based on the contents presented by each party, and they detect the qualities of others. Yes, that's why I say, first dates, don't, no 5-star dinners, unless you really want to impress her. But that's where guys go freaking wrong. I keep telling guys, don't lead with the money. Okay, it's first of all, it's a turn off to Ukrainian women, and yeah, it's just a turn off. Like, it just gives us the idea that, oh well, you just want to buy us, and that's not very attractive. To gold diggers, yes, but to a traditional woman, it's not attractive. It's actually appalling. Yeah, let's see. What else? Yes, and I agree. Like, you have to, like, first few dates, you just need to get to know each other, But if you join us, you have plenty of time to get to know the lady, before you guys meet, you know, and all of our ladies are vetted. They all want to have a serious relationship and ending with a marriage, and starting a family, that not necessarily even moving to the West, but just they want to find a good partner for life, to love and be loved, and that's what we are all about. This is, I said that before, I'll say it again. Joe and Anna started this business based on their true love, how they met, and they fell in love. And Anna sees how many Ukrainian women out there, just lonely and want to be loved and cared for, and just show their love to someone. And well, it's not that easy to find. It's not that easy to find. No matter where you go, true love is not easy to find, and it takes time. And you might have to kiss a few frogs before you find the prince, or your princess. So let's see what else. The right wealthy people. That's right, people. Wealthy people, as well as intellectual people, have standards. Yes, they look for someone that matches their standards. Yes, and rich people, they're not necessarily looking for a wealthy woman. Wealthy men, no, they just want a good woman, traditional woman that will give him peace, and give him good home, that he can come home from, a whole day of stress at work, and just feel relieved, that because the rest of the world is no longer there. Is just him and her and the kids, or no kids, whatever, however the family, whatever the family is, right? So hello Santas, hello Steve. Okay, let's see. Oh, Irina is here. How do you choose who to meet to find? How do you choose who to meet to find out? I don't know. Приветик, Irina is here. She's supporting me. Last Sunday, I decided I was, yeah, she was having her podcast, and I decided to join in, and now she's supporting me. Yay! High quality Slavic and Ukrainian women, if they are intellectual, they also choose potential men, even with the potential people to be around the equal their standards. Yes, and you know what, Ukrainian women, we don't. Of course, like I said, every woman would prefer to have a man that already is established, has everything going for him, and but Ukrainian women, we realize, not everything, some things you have to work for yourself. You can't just come and have it ready for you. We're willing to work for it, because that's what we do. We just work hard in life, just to achieve things, just to achieve our skills. You go to Ukraine, I haven't met one Ukrainian woman that does not know how to cook, okay, and doesn't enjoy cooking, okay. That's not just knowing how to cook. You have to enjoy it. And then every single woman I know, they enjoy cooking, they love cooking, and it shows, and it shows, because when you put love into food, it absolutely 100% tastes better. I know this when I'm when I'm not really in the mood to cook, it doesn't taste the same. It just does not taste. It still tastes good, but it's not nearly as good as when I'm cooking, from love. So I know when I cook for myself, just for myself, just like, that's it. It's nothing too complicated. Okay, let's see. Comments. One more comment. But I will be there soon. Let me just get. What? Miss World was a. You mean like, okay, Miss Universe? This is what the West is freaking pushing on the rest of the world. Like, what the, like, okay, I don't even want to get into that. I don't even want to get into that. Okay, that's just stupid. Hello, Dan. Okay, then only superficial people will end up with superficial people. Yeah, misery loves company, and I think those people are just very miserable. The superficial, because I know from my experience, all these people that always like chasing money, and then actually when they get it, it's never enough. It's like a drug. It is a freaking drug, okay, because drugs can be anything. Just the addiction, it's never enough. It's the same thing with, like, I see this, like, plastic surgeries. It's an addiction, and now the women in the West, they get these injections in their face. It's like, watch this YouTube video, and then this guy from England, and he was like, well, what's going on in America? Like, these 20-year-old women, and they look like they're like in their mid 40s, and I was just like, what is this? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, in the West, it's just an abundance of everything is just there. Like, anything you want is like this. You can find anything. Now, I'm not gonna go in the dark place with this because I can, but I'd rather not. But it's just too much of everything. And then people in the West, he's just growing up and as like looking, it's like, oh, iPhone 15, like, or 7, I don't even know which iPhone is out there, but like kids these days, if the parents don't get them an iPhone or an iPad for Christmas, it's like, oh, I hate you, and then they just flip out. And I just find it bizarre. If you ask me, like, when I was growing up, like I said, we were all equally poor. I didn't even have toys, man. I didn't even have toys. I had to make my own. My first ever toy, and I think it was the only toy I had until I was in my 13. I think I was 13. My dad got me a fake Barbie doll. It wasn't. It was a plastic crap. It was what's her godmother. She got me this. She had money, and she got me a life-size doll. Whatever. And I was happy. I was happy making my own toys. I was really happy. I had a happy childhood because like simple things like going out with my friends and riding a bicycle, and I was happy. But and that's the thing, that people in Ukraine are still that humble, still enjoy simple things in life, going for a walk and not spending $300 or $500 on dinner. Just go for a walk down by the river where I'm from. There's a river, so that's what we used to do. Just go for walks. And even till now, like, to me, it's the quality time that I spend with my man. It's not where we go, like if we go to fancy restaurants or not. I'm like, if he's taking me to fancy restaurants before, but I'm not going back there because I don't like the food. The food is crap. I mean, it. Bleh. I'm picky because I'm the best chef I've ever met. Okay, I haven't met Gordon Ramsay yet. Okay, I'm being a little cocky here. No, I do. I know my abilities. I know that I'm a good cook, but it's, again. I told him before, like, I don't like going out to dinners. I don't like it. Okay, I only go out just because it's a date night. He likes it. I like to dress up. He likes to dress up, and that's just only for the experience. It's not for food. But also the experience is, for me, like, just going in the, like, there's a park behind my house here, like a little park. We go and we play frisbee, and we play badminton. And that, I mean, the frisbee cost $4 at dollar store, and it was one time buy, that's it. So like, these are the things that Ukrainian women like. The Ukrainian women like to go for walks, hiking. We like camping. I don't know about camping anymore. Maybe like glamping for me. But when I was a kid, I used to go camping all the time, and we love it. But yeah, just we like simple things in life. Okay. Oh, let's see. What is this? Let's see. Okay. Let's see one more here. Sometimes men may really love ladies and have advantage sexual attraction. What are your thoughts on success rate on such relationships? Wait, let me comprehend this. Okay. Okay, Santos, you mean the man really loves the ladies, but average sexual attraction from whom? Like, from the man, if he's just semi attracted? Uh I don't listen. Like I said before, love is in the eye. Like, love, no, perfection, the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Like, people love people for reasons, not just for their looks, but for the personality, for the character, the way they treat their family, the way they treat the friends, the way they treat the waiter at the restaurant. Okay. um Love, I think love is something that is unconditional. So for me, I don't I don't just love everybody. I mean, yes, gl- globally, yes, I love everyone. That's what I want to project on the universe, onto this world, is love. But to really love someone, you have to know them very deep, and unfortunately, sometimes you think you know the person, and you think you know them for many years, or sometimes even decades, and then they all of a sudden, out of the blue, they turn around and stab you in the back in the worst possible way, and you think, wait a minute, I thought this was my best friend of like 20 years, and but what the hell? Like, I mean, this it's sometimes it's hard to read people, especially when they're very good liars and narcissists, or like they're just sociopaths. Um they will tell you what you want to hear, and unfortunately, with like a lot of ladies these days, is, yeah, they'll tell you what you want to hear because of your status, or because of what you can provide for them. And but this occurrence is, mostly in the West. Like I said, Ukrainian women, because nobody has a lot of money in Ukraine, so that's what, because we don't have it, we don't even care about it. It's in the West, it's like, oh, next best thing, like boobs. Now they get these BBLs, like these asses. Now what's next? What is next? Eyelashes this big, and is always, it's not enough, it's always like, oh, I want the next best thing, the next iPhone, the next this, the next car, like the best car, or what, from 2024. Oh, 2024 is not good enough, I need a 2025 car, because what, I already put like 50,000 kilometers on it. It's just, it's it's greed and gluttony, to me. In like mental gluttony, and not really, not just mental, to be honest with you, physical as well. Okay, let's see what else. What's up? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's see. Average refer to those that prefer not to improve their life. Everyone should consciously improve themselves to be better as long as they still alive. Exactly, and I agree with you. You live, and you have, like, don't waste your time on stupid things, and just try to improve yourself every day. Um there's no reason why you shouldn't. That's why that's why I could never be with someone who is not on the same intellectual level as I am, because I constantly want to learn. I want to educate myself. I read, I watch documentaries, I do my researches, on a lot of different subjects, not just this. This is just a hobby of mine, I like science, I like history, I like all these kind of things, physics. That was my favorite subject. But so to me, I could never be with someone who is very, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of hollow, just an outer shell is pretty, but there's an echo inside, so I couldn't be with someone like that. And like, if I have to choose between a very good looking dude that has nothing up here, and like even below average guy, look wise, but very intelligent, that makes me laugh, that always feeds my intellectual appetite, I choose him in a heartbeat. Looks to me don't matter. And again, to a certain degree, of course, if the person is very repulsive to look at, I'm not gonna lie, that's just not gonna happen. Okay, it's just the honest truth. I'm here to tell you the truth. And some people get, offended. Yeah, well, if the shoe fits, lace up. Period. So that's how. Okay, so then let's see. Okay, pretty women just get 3 minutes of my attention if all they have is skin deep beauty. Exactly. I've dated models, actresses, TV personalities, no brains. The next Okay, panda, beach panda. I actually like that. Yeah, it's kind of cute. I love pandas. Yes, you are absolutely right. Like I said, I know people that also date or have dated models, and they tell me straight up, they're like, yeah, I'm dating her just because of her looks, all the other men are just envious of me. And but then I'm like, well, what she has to bring to the table other than this, and an extra hole between the legs, and they're like, nothing, really nothing. I just like the eye candy, I just like to look at her, like, there's some of them don't even have a character, no personality. They just say what the mainstream, what says, and this is why Ukrainian women are so different, because we don't think you if you go to Ukraine, you will not see a woman with big boobs, fake boobs, and a big ass sticking out, looking like an ant or whatever the heck, because we are naturally beautiful. We don't need any of this extra stuff, just to feel better about ourselves, because we like to read, we like to educate ourselves, we have hobbies. I've never met a Ukrainian woman that doesn't have at least two hobbies, at least two hobbies. Okay. And so we look past, your money, your status, that doesn't really mean, that doesn't mean much. Okay. It doesn't mean anything in most cases, because I've met people with a lot of money and good looking, but they were such garbage excuses for human beings that it it does not matter. I wouldn't take a dump with them in the same field at night, let alone have them let them touch me or do anything to me, because that's just, yeah. And I know some people that, well, they come from money, they're arrogant, they're ignorant, they think they're so much better than everyone else, and that's not what Ukrainian women look for in a man. We want someone who's mentally stable. Let's begin with that. Okay, that's number one, mentally stable. Okay, who's not abusive. Okay, that's kind of a dark thing, but that's the reality of it. Okay, Slavic men, not all, but in my experience, are abusive. Okay, not necessarily physically, but very much so emotionally. Okay, and Ukrainian women just sick of this. And yes, there are some that only date Ukrainian or Slavic men, and they'll never go for a Western man. But we don't have these women here, so you don't have to worry about that. So, all right, let me let's see what else. You can't be what you are not. You can pretend, I guess, but you can be Miss World and still be dumb as a rock. Yeah, you can be a brace surgeon. Okay, brain surgeon. Okay, and don't know how to change a tire. Pick your struggle. Exactly. Well, you can be intelligent, but street smarts could be absent. I do have a friend who is super intelligent. He is one of the most intelligent people I have met. He literally can remember poems that he read like decades ago, right? But he is not street smart. He's the opposite of that, and that gets him in troubles, unfortunately. Also being a little naive too. So, but street smarts again. I pick street smarts over the intelligent person. Yes, I would pick street smarts, because street smarts will can help you sort of survive. Intelligence. Yeah, I've met intelligent people that have PhDs and master degrees, but they're only good at a certain thing that that they got degree in. That's the only thing that they're good in. That's it. They're not street smart. They have never developed a personality, you know. So you have to have a personality, and a good one, for that. And you have to be funny, you have to be kind. That's what Ukrainian women are looking for in a man. Just be kind, be reliable. She can count on you. And again, not just financially, but we want a man that we can come and just cry on his shoulder and tell him, hey honey, like, the women are emotional creatures. So in Ukrainian women, we want a strong man. This is why we have absolutely no problem submitting to a man. And in fact, I like it. I know I could be an alpha woman. I could be an alpha female easily. I have the traits, but I'm a sigma. And I just really wanted to find somebody to connect with, to for the person to understand me, that I don't have to pretend to be someone that I'm not, because I I'm never gonna do that. Okay. I even go to some therapy sessions, and people all like my fellow people that go there with me, that they always say that you don't sugarcoat poop. And no, I don't. I'm honest, I'm brutally honest sometimes, but that's why I wanted someone that can understand me and on the levels, and doesn't want to change me. Okay. Yes, my ex tried to change me, mold me into someone that I'm not a piece of clay. Okay. I've already molded my personality, my brain, my mind a long time ago, and I'm not going to change. And if the person doesn't want to be with me for who I am, and not my looks, and not you know superficial stuff, I wanted someone to love me for me, who I am inside. And I found it. um and I'm happy. Okay. And that's why I never really settled. I was engaged twice, but it's like that was just not the right person for me. And I was young too, and I thought, oh yeah, seems like the right idea, that yeah. But I realized that it was not something that it was not the right person for me to be with, to spend the rest of my life with. I decided if I get married, I'm only getting married once, and I'm not divorcing. I don't want to get divorced. That's why I waited all this time. Okay, so to do both sides. Okay, let's see. Santos. The new generation of Ukrainian women also love her career as her personal development tools. So don't expect her just to stay at home. That's true. Yeah. Well, now that it wasn't the same back in the day, but I mean, my mom worked all her life. My grandma worked all her life, but it was, Ukrainian women don't concentrate. Like, what we want out of life is different from what Western women want. Our goal in life is to meet the love of our life, and start a family, have kids. Or if you can't have kids like me, then I don't get dogs, maybe, or cats. But this is what God has intended for us to do, right? And that's what we want, because no matter what people say, like in the West, here's women always say, hey, oh, I need to work on me and establish myself and this and that, and I need to get my things together. I need to be established and have a good blah blah blah. But they concentrate on that so much that they have become so masculine, that and they start emasculating men, and they got all of their priorities so wrong, because in the end, it's the man who chooses who he wants to marry. Of course, a woman has the choice to say yes or no, but it's usually the man who proposes, right? And so, in the end, man has the last word, in choosing the partner. Women, yeah, nowadays I see this kind of bizarre to me, but women propose to men. it kind of reeks of desperation. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm traditional, so I would never propose to my man. Like, no, 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 no. I don't, and also like I don't want him to buy me a huge ring. I don't even like jewelry. So, but so that's where that's the number one difference. We have our priorities different. We want to have a relationship. We want to build a family. We want to create a home, a loving home that we want to spend the rest of our lives with our husband, and want to make him happy, want to raise our children right, and be the positive energy in the husband's life. And then what Western women do not understand, they think, oh well, I'm independent. you know Ukrainian women are independent too. Like, who the frick do you think is paying their bills when they're single and working in Ukraine? But we don't use it as a flex, as if, oh well, look at me, I pay my own bills. That's what you're supposed to do as an adult. Like, why is it such a flex? Like, why is it the women say, well, I make my own, I pay my own bills? Who is supposed to pay your own bills, like, other than you? What, maybe your parents? I don't know, but the man not supposed to pay your bills. You meet, you fall in love, you start the relationship, you get married. Then if he wants to pay the whole entire bill, and then you can save the money for like activities, for example, or like, going, if he pays the bills in the house, all that, the woman, the least she can do is, financial wise, is just, pay for dinners, like when you go, you have a date out, you go on a date out with your man, and she can pay for that. Okay, well, he's taking care of, my grandpa. When he came home, he gave the check to my grandma. All the money, he was giving it to her, and she was making her own money because she was in charge to pay the bills. He gave her the check, she was in charge of the household, period. He was the man of the house, always the man. Okay, so she was the neck. And they had very good dynamics in relationship, in their relationship. Okay, nobody was emasculated, nobody was put down. It was based on mutual respect, love, and care. So I always look at my grandparents as my role models. Okay, it was not my parents. Ugh, good God, no, not definitely not my stepdad and my mom. No, no, he's a good parent. Shitty husband, yes. And again, alcohol. But so, and that's very common in Ukraine and Russia. Men like to drink and don't know when to stop. Anyway, so that's another reason why women don't want to be with Ukrainian men. Yes, some patriots, like they, oh, I only want to marry a Ukrainian man until they meet a good Western man. They're like, ugh, what? I was wasting my time on this. Again, I'm not trying to bash them. I'm just simply speaking the truth, what my truth, okay? My truth, not anybody else's, mine, and mine alone. So okay, okay, so let's see. Let's see what else. That depends on how realistic of the person intention. Most missed world are successful people not born with miss world, are born successful to change and continue to improve themselves. Yeah, right. Well, in this case, there was a little bit too much change, if you know what I mean. You snip your pee off. Anyway, let's see what else you got to say here, gentlemen. Virginia, they have lips cosmetic. Okay, lips treatment or cosmetic. What? Okay. Okay. Well, who, the Ukrainian women have the lips treatment and cosmetic treatments? Probably here in the West. I don't know what, not back home in Ukraine. First of all, it's not a cheap thing to do. Even like my girlfriend, she always gets them done. And she's like, you should try it. And I'm like, no, I really don't want to be injected with anything. I don't even do vaccines. Okay. Let alone to get fake crap on me. It's not going to happen. Um, but here in the West, again, like people come here. I'll never change because I already came here when I was 18 years old, like 2 months shy of being 18. So I've already formed my character, my morals. I was already set. Okay, you can't rewire me at that age. Okay, I was already. I was actually. Um, I've developed my mind and the way I look at the world when my dad left. Okay, so I was a strong person since then. Actually, even before that. Thank you. Thank you for my upbringing. Okay, so okay. Mm. Okay, let's see. Take therapy session and pick apart the therapist. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so I don't directly involve in fashion industry, but did a few private equity transactions in this industry. A part of my career. Only know people in the industry through professional. Okay, I don't know why it's okay. Mm. Then you will know it's all fake and one. Even I could be handsome after the session in a beauty parlor. Well, you're pretty good looking, I think. Yeah. I mean, nowadays in the Photoshop and all this crap, it's like, what is real at this point? I'm like, I look at the West. I don't know who's real, who's whom here. You can't even tell. Sometimes you're walking down the street, like, and then you're like, oh, what a beautiful woman, and then you see it, Adam Zeppel, and be like, oh, okay, all right, sounds good to me. Anyway, what else is here? Jenny, I disagree when you said those career-minded women made them masculine, although some of them, yes, but not most of them. Uh, yeah, I didn't say most of them. Like in the West, I know that a lot of men complain that um, women chase their careers, and then and the career doesn't really start, like you don't even start being big in your career until you're like in your mid 30s, if you think about it. If you have to go to university, and it depends on what education you're getting, could be anywhere from 2 to 8 years of college or university, right? So it takes time, and then women do become independent, and then wait a little too independent. That's why they have a completely different outlook on life. Again, I'm not bashing Western women. Frankly, I really don't care what Western women act like. None of my concern. Okay, none whatsoever. Okay, I'm here to talk about Ukrainian women. And yes, I only bring the Western women into the conversation to distinguish the differences of the Western society and the Eastern society, how we are raised, what our values are. It's not to bash anyone. Okay, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about Ukrainian men. They're not good. Well, Ukrainian men better looking than Russian men by far. But my point is that it is a lot. It's a lot different. Okay, Ukraine is a lot different from America, like completely different, like upbringing. The values, the completely different values. A lot of a lot of kids growing up here that they all they see is like all these new gadgets, trinkets, and this is like, and it's always here. Oh, buy this. Guess what? The new iPhone coming out. Oh, new this and new that, and it's like this is the consumption of everything in the West is it's insane. Like I've never seen that much freaking food on the plate until I went to US, and I was shocked. I was shocked. I'm still shocked. Like, how can one person eat that in one sitting? Like, not one sitting, well, in one day, let alone in one sitting. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That this is how we are different, because we are not used to this too much food. We're not used to this all these fancy things. We live within our needs, okay, and the basics. What we need is a roof over our head, bills paid, food in the fridge. Okay? That's the basics. Okay? So we're happy with that. Anything else is an extra and very greatly appreciated. If the man can take his wife or girlfriend on a mini vacation, you know how appreciative a Ukrainian woman will be if you even like go, like for example, go from here, I don't know, go to Edmonton, or like I'm going to Joe's birthday, the founder, on the 25th. So that, I mean, we're gonna take a little mini vacation. It's about 3 hour drive or something. But I love it. I love to go on the road trip, listen to the music, talk, take pictures, stop a little bit. I love to take pictures of the sky. It's my favorite thing in the world is the sky. And take, like, just to even stop and breathe the air. It's beautiful outside. This is what, like, that's Ukrainian women for you. And sorry to say that because my boyfriend is watching always. And I mean, I could be with someone who has a lot of money, but it's not, the money is not, it doesn't mean anything to me. It's just absolutely nothing. Because because to me, the best things in life are free. Okay? Laughter, free. Smiles, giving them away. It's what does it take you to smile and make someone's day? I know when I always stay positive, even on a crappy day, and I've had a lot of those in my life, but I just leave that behind because I want to be happy. Even if I'm having a bad day, my man comes home, I want to stay positive, because I don't want to project my bad emotions or feelings onto him, because I want to be his peace. I want to see him happy. And like I'd mentioned before, even playing frisbee to me is better than going on a freaking yacht. Okay, I don't even care about the yacht. I've never been on a yacht. I probably never will be, and I don't have any intentions on getting on one. But what's what's so special about it? Like, okay, like to be when people, like, I've had friends that all they care about is superficial stuff. Be like, they buy like some fancy, like, a Louis Vuitton purse. I spent $2,100 on it, and I'm like, yeah, Louis Vuitton is one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. It's brown and yellow. It's colors of poop and pee. So I don't know, like like all this stuff is just, it's so irrelevant. It's so irrelevant, like, to me. And most women, the most Ukrainian women that I know, I'm sure there are gold diggers. Like, they're everywhere. It's inevitable. Of course, there's the bad apples in every race, in every nationality, either of genders. If you're just a degenerate, a mental degenerate, there's nothing anybody can do. It doesn't matter where you grow up. Sometimes you can be raised in a very good family and still grow up and being influenced by the outside world and have all your priorities all messed up. And then again, that's the way how people are raised here. I think that kids don't have much structure, no discipline. They don't know the value of a dollar, because people, just parents always like giving them and giving them all the stuff. Oh, you want an iPhone? New iPhone? Okay, baby. And like, but it's not the right color. Oh, let me go get you the right color. It's like, no, no. Like, what? Western men, if you find yourself a good woman, Ukrainian woman, you will see that they don't baby their kids as the people here. Because we believe in structure, we believe in discipline. That's what makes a child. It makes them grow up into being a responsible and kind adult. Okay. But if you just give them everything on a silver platter, they will never have any accountability for anything. They will not have any appreciation for anything. And then everything that's given to them is just, they're gonna be like, yeah, well, I deserve it because my mommy and daddy were always giving me everything, whether I failed the class or succeed or got straight A's. Everybody gets a freaking trophy here for participating. Okay, I'm telling you, this is all bizarre to me. Like, no matter how long I live here, I will never change my mind about this. Okay, just no, it's ludicrous. Anyway, I get passionate about what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So, sexy Jack, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, Zhenichka. Ooh, you. Oh, that's so interesting, Zhenichka. That's cute. I like that. Okay, Zhenichka, back to sexual attraction. The reality is it. Yeah, it must exist. I told you. As a fellow sapiosexual, I understand what you say. If I grant a woman the privilege of my time, I expect her to be on point. Picnics, walks, exactly, right? Picnics. I mean, the picnics at the summertime is so awesome to go and have some fresh air. And yes, okay, so back to what you said, a mindset coach. Yes, sexual attraction, it's not just, oh, well, yes, for most people, like I said, first impressions, yes, of course, if um okay, I'm just trying to word it out in a way so it doesn't come off. Okay, so yeah, it's like it okay, let's say a man is like a candy, right? Of course, the nice wrapper, what you look like, it yes, just like a candy. If it's wrapped in something very bright and colorful and has a cute little logo on it, you'll be like, oh well, then. But then you taste it and it tastes like poop. Then you're gonna be like, oh, you'll never look at that candy again. You're never gonna taste it again because you already know that there's nothing beneath the surface, right? So yes, if a woman, if you okay, let's be just freaking realistic. This is very realistic. Okay, if you are a man and you know that you're a three, and okay, four at best, okay, just be real with yourself, right? If you know you just a three, and there's a 10, right, and she's way younger than you, and she tells you she loves you, I will not believe it for a second. Okay, for a second, right? So the yeah, you have to be somewhat attracted, like to me, the looks. Yeah, when I first saw my boyfriend, I was like, yeah, he's cute, like, yeah, I found him attractive, yes. Not my typical type. No, that's not. But um but it was the conversation that we had. Okay, like, yeah, like I find him very, and now that I have connected with him on so many levels that I never thought it was even possible for human beings to connect on so many levels. Like, I mean, it's insane. Like, it's insane. I am freaking concerned. I'm not concerned. I am 100% sure that him and I, we were a couple in the previous lives. It's not even, I mean, that is just very, it's intriguing that, that we connect on so many levels, and it's that's all I wanted, right? And again, like, yes, I found him good looking, but I was just like, well, I wanted to get to know him. Like, we were friends for about 3 months before we proceeded into starting a relationship. So it wasn't like, oh, hey, well, you're hot, let's just, let's start dating. No, 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 we took our time to get to know each other, and I'm so glad we did. And not just jump into bed or whatnot. It was a mutual respect, and like, we talked, we connected, and this is what I suggest for everyone. Like, you just find someone that you connect with, and how they, there's a saying, oh, that he will grow on you or she will grow on you, and it's not necessarily grow like on you. What's the, but it, a, a smart woman, when she sees a good man, and if she like, she sees his character, she sees his personality, good intentions, she will like, she will treat him like a king. And I promise you that. I promise you that, because I know for myself before, I've always treated, I always treat everyone with kindness and respect to a certain point. The rest has to be earned. But I know that now I go way out of my ways just to make him happy, because seeing him happy makes me happy. And this is what I want for everyone. This is why I'm here. I'm here because I want you guys to find what I found, what Joe and Anna found, and what many couples on our website, found each other, and they're happy, right? And I'm telling you guys, you can sign up, be here, like, try it out for a month. Like, we have coaches. The um I can teach you how to approach Ukrainian women. It's not that hard, you guys. All you have to do is just to be yourself, okay? And it's not just with Ukrainian women; it's with any woman, with any being. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, even like with an animal. Animals have instinct, like animal instincts, like that humans tend to forget that we have. But yeah, so it's it's the personality, how you treat people also. Like, for me, I wanted to know about my boyfriend, how he treats his family, how he treats his parents, his children, all this kind of things, because that's what makes him a man. Okay, it's not how much money he's making, or what he looks like, or the size of his BB, or whatever it is that these women concerned about, the six, bleh, whatever, six sixes, whatever. I just almost broke my tongue. If it had if it had bones, it would break. It would break. Anyway, so it's important for us, because we want to mate for life. We want to find this one and only man, and give all of ourselves to the one and only. And that's the goal in life. That's how we are raised. That's our traditions. These are our values. Ukrainian women and Slavic women, that's what we want. Okay, we don't care about your money. We don't care about the size of whatever it is that you have between your legs, or the six pack. None of that. None of it. It's your character. It's your mental stability. Like I said, it's hard to come by a man that is mentally stable in Eastern Europe, let's say. Okay, so um, it's just basically very basics what we need to be happy, and anything else is extra, and we're happy with it. So we don't have these high standards. Oh, he has to do this and he has to have that. And no, because we as a couple, we can make our money. We can move in together. We can move together, as a couple, towards our goals. And it's it's always best when the woman is supporting her man, and believes in him, and is there for him, for the hard times and the good times. And there's nothing that man wouldn't do for a good woman. I know that a good man, a high quality, and again, I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about high quality. It means like based on his character. Okay, because you can have all the money, but you can still be a piece of crap. So a high value man will not settle for just a woman for her looks. He will find a good woman that appreciates him. He will wait. He will wait decades. and he's not going to settle down with someone who will disrespect him, who will not show him love, won't take care of his needs, you know. So, and I salute those men. I have the most respect for those men that will not just settle down for an extra hole or just some looks, just to be with someone, because I need to be with someone. No, you don't need to be with someone. If the person does not respect you, if the person does not love you, if the person is not loyal to you, why be in the relationship to begin with? Why just to suffer? Makes absolutely no sense. So I just tell you guys seriously, for you to have a successful relationship, you have to be yourself from day one. Okay, I'm sure there are some things you don't want to tell her on the first date or even in the first month or so. There are stages how you get to know. Like, you don't tell everything on the first date, and then you might shock the person. So you have to also know what you say, and how you say it and when you say it. Okay, so you have to have an appropriate time to say and do things. For sometimes you need to ease people in, because if they are not used to something, and if it's all new to them, it might come as a shock, not necessarily in a bad way, but just a shock. Like for me, like I said before, when I first moved to Canada, it was such a cultural shock. I was depressed. I wanted to die. I was suicidal. I didn't want to live. I wanted to get the hell out of here. I hated everything. Like, I hated my life. I just didn't want to be here. But after a while, I got used to it. I started to appreciate it, and now I love it. Okay? So again, like, be upfront. Yes, the most important things that, like, what your boundaries are. You have to lead with your boundaries always. You have to say, well, this is, I expect my woman to do this, and also I expect her not to do this and this. Okay, it's not just what you can do, but also what you can't do. Like, if I was a man, I would never allow my woman go out, in public with, like, I don't know, booty shorts up her butt. Okay, that just shows disrespect. And if she does it, leave her where you found her. Okay, it's one thing if you guys are going out together and she's putting on a sexy outfit, and a little bit revealing, but she's doing it for you when you are there. Yes, that's fine. But then if she goes out with her girlfriends out and then she's looking like, $20, lady, well, not like, then just leave her. If she doesn't have respect for you behind your back, mm-mm. It's not just what she shows you and to your face, it's what she does when you're not around. And the same goes for men. Like, I've had friends that so-called friends, and they were so sweet to me, to my face, and then, like, "Mm, I love you, you're the bestest of the best," turn around and then just start talking crap about me, and, like, making stuff up, and it's like, okay. So they're not really the true friend, and a true woman, or like a true wife, or a husband, is the person that will tell you the truth to your face, and no matter how bitter it is, and that will defend you when you are not there, when you're not around. Okay, so kings, hold off. Do not settle down with someone who does not have any respect for you, who just using you, like, and like I said, the looks, they everybody freaking dies. Everybody gets old, and then I'm watching these women and men also trying to keep up with, looking young when they're in their 50s, 70s. It's like, even women in their 20s getting these fillers. It's like, you can never avoid. It's inevitable for you to get old. So just instead of getting all this crap done, embrace your age. Okay, live a good life, live a healthy life. and find someone who loves you for you and not just the face, your face or your body. So, but anyway, you guys, I've been yapping here. I didn't even let anybody on the show today because this was really kind of a interesting topic for me. Okay, let me just read the rest of the okay, so you have a lot to learn about women. You focus on the mental, you don't focus on what really matters, and which is attraction and sexual chemistry. The basic might exist, and the woman must adore the man. Exactly, right? Like like Sadia said, some women like dad bods, some women like bald guys, some women like hairy men. Like I know some Ukrainian women like hairy men. Yes, they do. Not me personally, but then again, I learned something new. Anyway, I never used to, but anyway. So yes, exactly. You have to be attracted to the person, like physically, and you don't have to be the most handsome man in the world, looking like, I don't know, some of these celebrities. I don't really find people attractive unless they have intelligence and character. You can be the best looking dude look wise, but if you're stupid, no, it makes you a zero in like from 10 to 1 in a second. Okay, so yes, it definitely important. But again, the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, gentlemen. Okay, money is a trap. Most people don't know how much money is enough. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and lose his soul? Exactly. That's exactly my point. Like, and I just know that a lot of people here in the West, especially younger generation, they just don't know the value of a dollar. They don't. And I watched this clips on YouTube where just guys asking women on the street what's the minimum, you know uh amount of money the guy has to make to date them. And it's freaking insane. But well, like, again, it's just these clips, so of course they added them and blah blah blah, so they will just pick the most. But a lot of Western women think that average income for a single man is six figures. That's what they think that men make six figures. That's like average. It's just average. They don't even know that the average income is about 30 grand a year in the US and in Canada too. That's how much teachers make. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, so of course they're expecting, like, oh well, I need like a $25,000 ring. It's like when most people, that's how much they make a year. Minimum wage, that's probably sounds about right. 25, 20, 30 grand a year. And it's actually even before taxes. So yeah, let's just be realistic here. Okay. Let's see. Those purses don't come for free. Ask them what they had to do to get one. Yeah, well, even if somebody gave me that Louis Vuitton purse for free, I'd probably take it just to sell it. To wear it, nah, no, that's ugly, ugly. I don't know. This is another thing in the West. It doesn't even matter what it looks like. But as long as it has the brand name, like I've seen this Balenciaga, or whatever the heck, how do you pronounce it? They literally had a purse that looks like a garbage bag. It looks exactly. I'm thinking it's a garbage bag because it looks like one, and it was $3,700. A freaking garbage bag as the purse, and people buying this. because it says Balenciaga on it. No, I don't even know if it says on it or not. It just looks like somebody just took a garbage bag. Like, why? I can sell them for a couple of bucks here. Like, take a whole roll, buy it for $5 the roll, and then there's like 50 of them, and then make profit. Like, I mean, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, the West, it's all about the next best thing, the packs. I watch this fashion. Okay, I know that some people mentioned about, okay, Jack, they labeled me with the new Wikipedia entry, lesbian men, for that intellectual focus. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm just saying that, like, imagine paying that $1,700 for a garbage bag just because it's made by Balenciaga. I had never even heard of them until just recently, and apparently they've been around for a while. But it's insane. It's just insane. Like, Ukrainian women, would first of all, we would not spend that much money on the purse, even if it was, well, maybe no, even if it was made out of diamonds, because it's impractical. Okay, it really has no value. Really doesn't. It's a freaking purse that you fill up with junk anyway. Like, I don't know. My values are different completely from what women are chasing here. So okay, I should get going. Holy crap. Chase excellent. Not women. Embrace your masculinity. Be the best version of yourself. Set firm boundaries. Always be kind with Christ like. Never lead with dollars, not discounts. No, yeah, I feel that. Yes, exactly my point. Well, you guys, I really would like to chat here and stick around, but the comments keep pouring in. Oh my God. 6 figures, including zeros. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay. Okay. 6 figures, including that. Yeah, okay, that's true. You are the okay. Okay, you guys, I really women. Okay. Oh, Bill, you're not letting that one go, are you? Oh, and that, by the way, that's my painting, actually. But anyway, you guys, I really want to stick around, but I have to jet. I have things to do. So I'm going to play the last video, as I always do. And I'm very glad that you guys came and visited me and sticking around, and for your comments. I really do enjoy. I remember when I first started, I was always so nervous. I was forgetting what I plan on talking about. I was just like, but now I feel comfortable because of all your support, and I really appreciate it, you guys. I really, really like you guys, and I love the debates. Sometimes we agree to disagree, which is fine, because this is what adults do. We discuss things, we don't have to agree on everything. We just can move on from things. Anyway, thank you so much for being here again. I see the same people coming to see me. I feel very humbled, and thank you. Anyway, you guys, let me play this, and then I will see you next Saturday, same time. So until then, okay, let's go with this.
This channel is designed to help you with this colossal decision that you are entertaining, looking at, which is, hey, I know you're done with dating in the West. Let's not even go there. Old story. But the question you're asking yourself is, are pastures possibly greener elsewhere on this beautiful planet of ours? Yes, the answer is yes. How do I know? I was in your very shoes, just a number of years ago. Now I'm happily married to my soulmate, my best friend, and we have 2 beautiful daughters, and life couldn't be better. But you gotta play your cards right, as anything in life. There's a few paths to success, and the rest of them are paths to failure. So to join for 30 days and do unlimited video dating for free, all you do is fill out the form in the description below this video, and Bob's your uncle. You can date them Traditional women for 30 days on video right here, completely free, no obligation, no credit card, no nothing. The other thing that you really want to check out is if you're wondering, how do women rate you? First, Western women. What's your SMV, your sexual market value score? You know, your score from 1 to 10. How do Slavic women, traditional women, rate you? Is it any different? Here's a tip. Most guys get between a 1 to 3 point bump in their score from Western to Slavic. Why? Because they're traditional values. Now, the caveat here is if you're a serious guy, right? You're looking for love and marriage. If you're looking at play in the field, well, no, your SMV will go down. Then you can calculate your probability of marriage with a Slavic woman. And finally, you can calculate your maximum realistic, keyword, realistic age gap with a Slavic woman. All of those are on my calculator, yoursmv.com. Thanks very much. Please subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and share the love.
Okay, I'm still reading on some of the comments. What I have experienced with Ukrainian women is scarcity mindset, limiting beliefs, and the negative effects of growing up with the historical influence of communism, abundance of mindset, or nothing. Yeah, well, like I said, we learn to live within our needs, you know, and we have fun doing things, free things, you know, walks, hiking, simple things in life. That's, you know, you guys, in the end, all you have is your memories. You cannot take your money into the grave. The looks will not last, you know, and some women in the West age like milk. I mean, hell. But anyway, all right, I do have to go, you guys. Thank you so much again for coming to visit me and supporting me, and that really means a lot to me. I wish I could yap all day, but I got things to do. Okay, thank you guys. You have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back on next Saturday, 10 a.m. my time. Okay, bye.